What's going on, guys? Ange here, Fishhound Outdoors, coming at you with another one today. A little bit of an addendum to our history series we did a few weeks ago. Today, we're on the Vermont-New York border. We're in beautiful Lake Champlain, and we're discussing the other leg of the Quebec Expedition. We all know about Benedict Arnold going through the District of Maine with his men. We all know he met up with Brigadier General Richard Montgomery, and Richard Montgomery came from Fort Ticonderoga, which is on the south end of Lake Champlain. He brought his 1,200 men up past this point, and just over there is Quebec, the line. He brought his men up. They began to besiege a strong point known as Fort St. John's. That's on the Richelieu River, which is the northern outflow of Lake Champlain. They successfully attacked not only Fort St. John's, but went on to besiege Montreal successfully and hold it. And then he took a detachment of men, and they met with Arnold at Quebec City, where ultimately they were unsuccessful, and unfortunately Montgomery was killed in the opening volley. So one of the many reasons that the invasion was ultimately unsuccessful. And then if you can see behind me, right there, that's beautiful Fort Montgomery. So fun fact, built in the 1840s, so it didn't have any really significant strategic role. I mean, at the time it was still contested. So it was built initially up in Canada on the Canadian side. This is early 1840s. The Walter Ashburn Treaty was not written. We did not have the line really down pat. So they began to rebuild it here. And then they found out they wanted to ensure when they had the treaty written that they were on U.S. territory. So the Border Patrol station's right there. That's the fort, and that's Canada. And the Richelieu River is not far. So you can see this is, I mean, in history, a strategic area. The Fort St. John's up in the Richelieu was originally built by the French back in the 1660s and was fought over back and forth between them and the British for a while, especially during the 7 Years' War. But just a fun little corner of history here in the state of Vermont. On a road trip this week. Won't have any fishing content for you, but we passed this spot and I couldn't not bring it to you. So Ange from Fishhound Outdoors, like, comment, subscribe for more content. I'll catch you at the next one.